Hey guys, so I want to do a little walk around of the Jeep, give you an idea of what it has, what it needs, and we'll just go from there. So it's got these awesome white wagon wheels, Dana 30 up front, AMC 304, Dana 44 rear axle, some terrible diamond plate. I'm gonna take that all out. T15 3-speed transmission. I think I'm gonna go to a automatic. And a Dana 20 transfer case. I think I'll swap that to a Dana 300 with a 4-to-1 kit, twin sticks. So someone put on the back half of a later model CJ. I think I'm gonna cut that and have the spare kind of mount at an angle like a Baja race Jeep would have. It's got some terrible paint matching here, but rock sliders should kind of help with that. The wiring is a mess, and the bumpers are terrible. So, got a few things to work on. It's got some things that I'm not super fond of. For starters, it had wheel spacers on it, which I don't mind, but you have to put red Loctite on them. And I'll insert a video here. Them worked loose and I almost lost a tire. So be sure if you buy a new vehicle, you go through and check stupid things like that. I probably could have killed myself, but luckily I got lucky and caught it before the tire completely flew off. It's got a couple different shades of red on it, which I don't really mind. And then the saddest thing on this Jeep, someone used an old electrical box to store the battery, but we've got a fix for that, and that's going to be our first modification. The plan was to get it running, got it running, it goes, stops, put some oil in the transfer case, and now I want to get things kind of decent. So I picked this battery box up off of Amazon. This is going to be my first addition to the Jeep, and get that battery mounted properly. All right, we got that bad boy mounted. It is going nowhere. It passes the push test. Yeah, so don't put electrical boxes in your vehicles to hold a battery. That sort of stuff is silly. So I picked up this Superstar AGM battery from our local O'Reilly's. I'm generally an Optima guy, but for right now, not knowing the plan for this Jeep, I opted for that. Oh, I missed one thing. The mounting bracket. Hold on. Gotta do these little babies. Let's see here. Here we go. Oh gosh, no. Don't tell me. Well, guess I could take this side off. I can't do that. Hey, you too. Let's watch Evan install a battery carrier wrong for 20 minutes. There's one thing I'm good at, that's doing everything twice. Ugh. Okay, back where we were. So, O'Reilly AGM battery. That way I can at least run a winch if I want to. And later on, if I end up keeping this Jeep, I will get an Optima. I think this is a very cool addition to the Jeep. It will make it a heck of a lot safer. Okay. Okay, it's installed, ready for the next adventure. All right guys, so now that we got the battery mounted securely, the next thing I want to do is to fix that mess. Yeah, it's a Jeep, it leaks oil, but I think this should be a pretty easy fix. I got some oil pan gaskets, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw those on and see if we can't get that to stop. Nothing drives me more crazy than a leaking Jeep. It seems to be a constant battle, but I think we're gonna knock this one out. So in order to make changing the oil pan gasket easier, I'm gonna go ahead and throw the Jeep up on the lift. The lift. If we can't get this thing loosened up without getting an oil bath. Ugh. Ooh, she's tight. I'm gonna have to get me an impact. Hold up, folks. All right, oil plug, meet DeWalt. Oh, there we go. That's a win. So satisfying. Woo! Buy a Jeep, they said. It'll be fun, they said. I just spent like 20 minutes trying to take this oil filter off. I was beginning to think it was welded on. What should have been like a 20-second job took forever. Listen, guys, they only need to be hand tied. Don't do this. Woo! That was a bit of a job. So I got the oil pan gasket changed. Oh, I need to look right there. Got the oil pan gasket changed and the rear main seal. That was not too bad. The only problem was, while one of the washers on the bolts actually dug into the oil pan and kind of nicked it, and it was leaking. I put some JB Weld on it, and that kind of sealed it up. So fingers crossed that'll hold. I'd hate to take it out and have to weld it up, but it's not dripping and leaking, so that was the big main fix. Next up, I think I want to tackle the wiring and these horrible front bumpers. I'll show you the list here. So here's my little list. Take the battery tray off, oil pan gasket. So definitely that. Make some better bumpers. The brake master cylinder is leaking, so need to fix that. Coarse rock sliders and some frame stiffening. So these are all just kind of little projects that I want to knock off before I start putting gears and lockers and transmissions into it. Just make it a little bit better of a driver. Ooh, power steering. That will be a must. So you can find that in our upcoming videos. Hope you guys are enjoying it, and please like, share, and subscribe.